and maybe even give a chance for the trial in of EG to move. See already, starting things over onto Fabian. Arteezy, some body blocks. Playing play, Fabian just found any trouble cutting his way. But it is under the tower, so does it push out in EG's favor?
So they will keep an aggressive, no, like 2 heroes bottom. Tidehunter will need help. Like Innocence on the gyrocopter with the rocket once he hits level 2. Tidehunter is just not tanky enough, so they will need to help out Tidehunter. I don't think iceiceice, like lane is pushing in, so this is not too bad actually. Like iceiceice just using a salve and the one tango. He also wanted to go for Orb of Venom, but since he's not playing in 1 versus 1 scenario, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get levels out of this lane, iceiceice. I guess so the question is if EG are happy just giving Arme a free start. Arme on the PA, tied around, with Y able to come in each and every time with the waves to push iceiceice back. Arme should have free farm.
He should. You know, Alchemist, if he's free farming, if he's getting the Battle Fury, his timing is just a bit stronger, a bit faster on that Battle Fury, and then you have this like window of opportunity to just go in and do stuff around the map, force them to take a fight. XinQ wants to drag the creep wave.
Okay, we'll see Crit come over to deal with him as well as Fly.
Safe lane, dragging a creep wave. I don't think I've seen this before.
Let us fight!
Taking in it on a little bit of a tour.
Buckle up, taking you for a ride.
Be able to swing around, get a couple of creep waves.
This is such a godly move from XinQ here.
Just double stacking the wave here to make sure that it pushes in onto Fabian. That Fabian's able to get the creep wave a bit closer to his tower again. It's a double wave coming out together. Crit coming up to the top, ready to start making some pulls and get iceiceice's lane in a bit of a better position for himself.
I think Alchemist dies on the bottom lane. They still have like kill potential possibly if PSG.LGD decides to go in deep. There is an Acid Spray at level 2. They have Illuminate. It's just so much damage. 16-second duration on Acid Spray at all levels is just so powerful. You can't stand in it. Arteezy drops it underneath the tower. Once enemy mid laner hits level 6, like you might need to be in the jungle. Like you can't stay on the bottom because there is the kill potential on you. It's not one to rotate. It's not like Puck with the coil. It's not one of the spirits that can just go in. It's a dead prophet with the spirit siphon, so he might stay like 30 seconds, a minute longer on the bottom lane.
Seeing on this bottom lane as well, just an excellent amount of denying being done by Arteezy. See already a complete level between him and
Yeah, they're playing the bottom lane nicely. They go in, they push the wave, and then they pull it to the side.
Yes.
Just buckle in on this supply. Build up the Illuminate.
One more hit.
Arteezy. Spits out the acid spray. That's going to be a first blood for Artur.
Maybe if it was the old patch, because right now it deals damage straight away. You know, before it needed a second to kick in for whatever reason. And now he got him. That's why I was so surprised that he actually just got a kill straight away.
This lane's going to get very hard for Fabian to really stay in. Q trying to do his best to push back Fly.
Not while I
And get the kill here, Fly. Q quite able to commit. Fly able to get close enough to the tower, pop the south. You turn towards Arteezy, but Arteezy happens to stand his ground and punch back. He's got to back off.
Now, they just don't pressure Arteezy with Beastmaster and you know, they have a lot of slows, but standing inside the Acid Spray, like you try to fight them, they're gonna just blast you. Now Crit is on the bottom lane, he's trying to secure the bounty.
Second set for Y. Also coming over.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Pressure underneath the tower, you see Fabian, he's having to play so scared, he's hiding in the trees. See over the bounce room, Crit able to pick it up before XinQ can grab it. The 4 bouncy runes tip for EG. Bottom lane, Fabian.
Radiant's bottom
to
tower
continue
is
to
under
hide.
attack.
He's got no regen. Salve's on the way out.
Yeah, just
Arteezy
hide.
knows this. He's hunts now. Fabian's looking pretty dead here if they get vision of him. Crit coming over as well. There's Fabian. He needs help. He needs it now. XinQ's going to come over with the swashbuckle. Now XinQ's also put himself in a bit of a difficult position. XinQ, he'll also... Oh, is he going to live? Fly? Can he get him? Zal's going to keep Q alive. So XinQ able to save himself. Arteezy with the safe play.
was like super afraid. I guess he did not want to get slowed down. Phase boots will be able to get him. Able to pop the Terrifier, no need.
XinQ, Arteezy might be able to get him as well.
He has phase boots, he's just gonna run him down.
Here we go, one more punch. Boom!
He gets a level 6 from that. Drops in a ring of health.
All right.
Oh, he has a chemical rage.
Yeah.
This is just a disaster, this bottom lane. Keeper of the Light will come back. Keeper of the Light's level 4.5, 6 minutes in. You have this looks like a tri-lane from the start. And he's level 6.
Nothing to say. He's trying to get in onto Abed. We've got Crit and Fly coming in with a rotation. Abed falling up. A little too low on the HP to get back in on this. We'll see the TP over from iceiceice. Does have Ravage good to go. He's going to pop it straight away. Instantly with a TP and nothing to say. He was not expecting that at all. I mean, he's seen the tide TPing in. He just stands right on top of it. Iceiceice just presses R and he's gone.
He was like, no way that he's gonna use the Ravage on me.
iceiceice is just like instantly.
That was shift Ravage. Like he was so ready for that.
Yeah,
the good thing for PSG.LGD is that Ame is having a much better game this time around. Like he's not being pressured, but as I said, Alchemist, the 2 points in Grievous Greed, he is getting more farm, he's getting the kills.
Radiant's middle tower is
0-1
under
on
attack.
the Alchemist at this point, and as we saw there some solo kills, solo XP really, as he was left to clean up Arteezy. It really doesn't get to be much of a better start for the Arteezy app.
They also have some stacks made. So when I talked about him being,
top,
you know, forced to get out of the lane, I don't think it should happen. Top lane, nothing safe. The rotation. Yeah, this should be that dive. So he does not need to care about rotations, because if they go on him, he has a chemical rage, he can just free farm the lane.
Fabian is going to have to find some sort of way to
Dire's middle
pick up
tower
the levels
is under
really.
attack.
Still struggling to get anywhere
Radiant's
close to the level
bottom
6.
tower is under attack.
A slow game for getting the Roar online, and Abed was about maybe making the jump onto him. May still do so off the back of this smoke. Fabian sticking around. Abed be ready to close in. Straight onto the Beastmaster. Fabian support.
Radiant's bottom
The
tower
bottom
is
tower
under
drops
attack.
low. Arteezy is just getting the maximum amount of farm, dragging the creep wave, farming both small camp and the creeps, and also putting some pressure on the tower. Like, it just does not get better than this. Like, this is gonna be pre-10-minute battle period.
Insane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Ahmed doing his best to
Dire's
keep
top
up.
tower is
Pretty
under
much the same
attack.
CS, but just not the same amount of kill involvement, of course. Doesn't have that Grievous Greed.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Acceleration from Arteezy, especially with the tower getting taken as well.
Dire's
It's going to
middle
be
tower
insane.
is
Around
under
the mid lane.
attack.
Attempt onto iceiceice, goes to route. Crit by his side, no further dive to be added by PSG.LGD. They'll look for the objective. Abed is swinging around from the side.
Radiant's current has been
Already
killed.
wide. He's been trapped. Came up onto the high ground, a little too far. iceiceice quick, they'll turn towards him. Abed in with the simulate. Ravage comes out as iceiceice tries to save himself. Abed will be able to pick
Radiant's
off one of the
bottom
backlines, and that
tower is
Ravage
under attack.
will stop. Nothing to say from being able to close the gap onto iceiceice.
They get the kill. Arteezy on the bottom lane, free farming, just needs one extra creep
Dire's middle
to
tower
finish off
is
the
under
battle. This
attack.
might be the fastest battle. This must be, you know, Noxel's already typing in, like, let's see if this is it. Probably it is, that's just my guess. And they've set up already a deep vision. Like, they have one observer ward scouting out the lane. Like, this ward on the bottom lane does not get rewarded. Like, there's no way that this gets rewarded. And also deep one, so like Arteezy is pretty set. Like, they wanted to set him up for a good game, and exactly what's happening.
From Arteezy. Again, EG, their laning has just been, it's just been so good in all of the games we've seen. And good variety in the way that they've been doing it too. Very flexible, they're always ready to adapt to the opponent. And here against PSG.LGD, they set the lanes up just like in game one for them to really have this strong edge.
Scanning.
They've really forced the advantage.
Oh, he didn't stack. Like, Dragon's tail was inside, so he didn't stack the Ancients, unfortunately.
Abed And around with white. Oh, no, still illusion rune there to dodge the missile. I'll allow Abed to stay on target and take him down.
I don't know how you kill this guy. I just don't think he's going for the casual Sanj type of a build, which I really like. That item is so good, giving damage, HP, status resistance, self HP amplification.
I mean, the thing is as well, if last game was anything to go by, I don't know if PSG.LGD know how to kill up at all. Last game, remember, he did not die. Ended the game 11-0-14, so continuing his deathless streak here into game 2.
You know what my biggest problem is with like Twitch chat? I don't know if it's a POG or if it's Komodo hype now. Like I'm getting confused because you can just see it, but you need to hover with your mouse over it to see what it actually is.
I mean,
because like you don't know if it's a POG play or if it's like Komodo hype type of a play,
Radiant's
or if they're
bottom
referring to
tower is
dragons.
under attack.
we do like the dragon.
Now dragons are pretty popular nowadays.
Mid lane, white. Here, ready to back him up. Not quite having the 6 on the gyro.
Radiant's
He's got
bottom
Ravage in a
tower
few
is under
seconds.
attack.
He's happy to go. They'll come in here with the exorcism. So Abed, he's already been able to take down the PA. We'll see if PG want to try and bring over the rest of them to get a fight going mid. Trying to do their best to push. Nothing to say away from the tower whilst the exorcism goes to work. NothingToSay still able to get in.
Dire's
Take
middle
down the
tower
tower.
has fallen.
Objective is taken iceiceice. You're feeling relatively tanky with the hood, but of course the exorcism, the damage still punching through it.
5k goal lead, 12 minutes in. Tidehunter does not like to play into that profit because I've seen so many like Tide versus DP matchups where DP just runs him down, uses a Spirit Siphon, cannot dispel that. With the Exorcism you have enough speed to actually
Radiant's
just run him
top
down
tower
and
is under attack.
yeah, might force Ravage. This time around, like they have so much also minus armor. The damage coming up from Tusk, let's say someone stands inside the acid spray with the gush, Crit can one-shot him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like Crit has been on, like this guy is just amazing. You know, whenever he plays Tusk, he always goes for the same item build, which I already said, Drums of Endurance, and then gets a Blink Dagger, but he's so active with the hero. He snowball saves to dodge certain spells, like even on the mid lane, we saw it already. It's just amazing to watch. Fly, also getting a ton of farm, has a Fluffy Cat. Going towards the Force Staff, which I really like. Great against the Beastmaster, push people out.
Pressure coming in. Abed. He's able to sweep round and behind. As you anticipated as well, these wards that EG got down in the jungle of PSG.LGD, they're here for the full duration.
Yeah, they're not rewarding that, and they are controlling the jungle. Everyone else is playing, you know, ranked, while Arteezy is playing turbo mode in this game.
It certainly seems that when you look at his items already coming out. There's just no real way that Arme can keep up. PA, Arteezy's an alchemist.
Radiant's bottom tower
4K
is
ahead.
under attack.
That difference growing with every single minute of farming. Full S&Y done. S&Y Battle Fury 13 minutes in. The insane item time is continue to fly out for Arteezy.
Like even with the Battle Fury, Phantom
Dire's
Assassin
top
still does
tower
not
is
farm
under
as
attack.
much as Alchemist. He almost has double the net worth at the moment. 14 minutes in, this is just insane.
It's mid. Find iceiceice alone, and with a good angle on the Rolling Thunder, XinQ will have the lockdown.
It did not take the prophet to see that coming.
One play that they could potentially do with the Exorcism, not this one, because they already lost some of the duration, is try to go in and sneak the
Dire are
Roshan.
scanning.
Both of these teams have a really good Rosh lineup. Like next fight, whoever wins it could potentially go in. E.g., they need Tusk, they need the tag team to be able to do it. But with the Exorcism, with Phantom Assassin, Necro Book from the Beastmaster, PSG.LGD, they also have enough damage.
Come and fight me.
Dire's middle tower
Especially
is under
if
attack.
they were able to wait as well. PSG.LGD so they get Dessa on PA. And chance at all. And of course, with the deficit that they're at right now compared to EG, EG do have solid fight around the pit. It's not going to be something that they'll be able to just walk into. Besides, ready with the Ravage.
Precious bounty.
I'll take that.
Close to having the Yule Scepter done. A lot harder to get in and on. Easy. Starting already out. Blink Dagger's done.
Double
Working on that
damage.
BKB to make sure that himself will be fight ready.
He's still not joining, you know, he's just farming, enjoys killing those creeps. Blink, dagger, S and Y. Like, they could potentially force a fight inside the pit. There's still a tier 1 tower standing on the mid lane.
With this blink reveal from Arteezy. Straight in.
Radiant's
Yours
middle
is
tower
done.
is under
Take another
attack.
missile on the way down they can. Ravage popped immediately, leaving no
Zoning
chance.
Ravage, like, there was... maybe he was thinking, you know, they will go from the trees because he didn't see
Radiant's
anything.
top tower
Or
is
maybe he
under
was...
attack.
I don't know. Definitely not needed Ravage there because they had a Tusk. But, yeah, they will still
Radiant's
get the tower
middle
from
tower
it.
is under attack.
Lines drawn on the minimap. PSG.LGD, they seem so afraid.
Dire structures are
Starting to be
fortified.
sucked. Now it's easy able to start claiming farm from PSG.LGD's triangle. Start to head up, maybe see if they can push him back. White, backed up by Arme. Attempts
Radiant's
to
middle
start something
tower
on
is under
supply.
attack.
XinQ, yeah, he's going to come into the Rolling Thunder. Oh, big crit. Comes out from Arme on supply. Actually caught Arteezy here inside the pit.
Radiant's top
Jumped in from
tower
Arme.
is
They're
under
going to be able to
attack.
find Arteezy. It's a double kill. Poor Arme. They're not done yet.
Yeah,
Jumped
they will
on
go
the
back
triple kill.
inside the pit. Like, he got stuck inside the pit. Usually it's on the plinth, but this time around, inside the pit, like, the minus armor coming out from this is just too much. This is the play that I was talking about,
Radiant's
not
middle
necessarily
tower
needing
is under
to sneak
attack.
inside the roast pit, but take the fight near the roast pit where the execution is running, then go in and take it.
I mean,
That's a baller
just
move.
exploded out of nowhere. EG were not ready for that. Now, EG very much feeling that they could get away with taking some of the triangle away from Arme. He was not going to let that pass.
Problem is they did not have Ravage. Like, they used the Ravage on a mid lane, got only 1 kill out of it, so they could have played a bit more passive.
See again, of course, a beautiful crit to start off the action there, just eliminating Fly from this plane of existence.
Yeah,
and then
we can see-
he's like just kind of stuck in the pit. He headed in there initially to try and hide them.
Yeah,
It was XinQ chasing in.
Arteezy could not get out of it.
Always ready for a fight.
Now there's a Deso done on Arme. And that fight, those crits, that was coming up before the Deso.
So with the Desolator, like, they're gonna have a lot of damage. Like, these heroes don't have too much armor, especially Keeper of the Light. Like, we can see what Arme can do, even
Dire's
pre-Deso,
top
like how
tower
much
is
damage he
under
can
attack.
deal.
Crits right now. Fly is not going to stand a chance if the RNG comes through for Arme.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The dust.
See it. Say gets in on it with Viz maybe be able to set something up. They've got the exorcism back in 30. But around the time, yeah, iceiceice already with the Ravage good to go for a second round.
Iceiceice.
Ravage is ready. They also have a Blink Dagger, so it's going to be much easier for him to just jump in. Also, Tidehunter does not have like any hero in this game that he's really afraid of, besides like Dead Prophet Silence. If they don't focus him, just to silence and play around him, but he should be able to get the Ravage off if they try to focus him.
Radiant's
It's
top
pretty much the
tower
Necro
is
unit.
under attack.
Like, he does not want to get his mana burn. Pretty limited on the mana, but we'll see. He's going to probably stay in the back lines and like get the first jump anyway.
Just going to look to get his farm back on. Can be done before the next fight.
Go on,
They have
man.
created a bit of a spot of bother here as Arme is laid down and bound in the back of cuts in, but Trick's got Arteezy with a 2-man concussion though. Johnson against Bolster.
Oh, nice dodge.
Behind Arme. Arme's down the watch. White, and give it the kill down. See if Arme's able to get any more kills out. This turns out towards Arteezy, jumps into the dagger. Found himself Arteezy, silence Arme. Gets a second. 2 kills here for the PA and PSG.LGD, they're not done. Looking over towards Abed.
He's on himself.
Radiant's top
As he ults
tower
for
is
himself.
under
He divided
In
for
with
a
the
time.
damage, Abed. He's up in the air. One more crit would do it. Arme for the kill. He's going to be able to find it here. The Ghost cleaning up Abed. There's another team fight where Arme is just getting set up into the action. These kills are really allowing him to catch right back up as this PA is looking pretty spooky for EG. It seems that they can't quite deal with it.
Oh, he's dealing so much damage right now, especially with the level 50. Like, they had the Aegis, he respawns. Alchemist doesn't have much armor. Like, he has the status resistance while ulti is running. He also has some extra
Radiant
regeneration
are
from that
scanning.
ulti. SNY keeping him with the status resistance, but needs armor. Like,
Where's
he's just
my
gonna get
pension?
blown up by the Phantom Assassin. They can lock him down. Like, this game is You know, when you have Alchemist as a carry, you need to stay ahead. I think they lost like 8K gold lead in the last 5 minutes.
We've had at least 2 back-to-back fights now where Arme's just been involved in about 7 back-to-back kills. After the death, so BKB, just a recipe away for Arme. Arteezy's got to get sort of these next items done. The BKB, the AC, that's when things start to get a little better again against the PA, but these hits that Arme's coming in with.
He's closing in. He's
very
closing in
Radiant's
the gap.
top tower
Only
is
3K
under attack. Radiant's
net
top
worth
tower
more
has
than
fallen.
Ame at the moment. But Ame, once he gets a BKB, he's really not afraid of any of the abilities. Like, the only ability that goes through Magic Immunity is Vulrus Punch, which he's fine with. You know, they just can't lock him down.
Why? What out Crit?
Dire's top tower
Arme wants
is
to
under
get
attack.
involved in this.
This revealed the ward, so should get rewarded. This time around, PSG.LGD managed to kill only 1 tower. Nothing to say. BKB done. Just BKB is a must-have in this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Why they'll have BKB in both cores, Arme and Nothing to Say.
I think not.
I'll make the jump from EG more important to get. We've seen if it's going to be that of the Ravage of iceiceice. There will be that window for Arme to react, get the BKB off before the tentacles attack him.
Trust me.
Still on tower,
I
very
know
low.
how to handle such power.
Ravage is available, as you said. But they're not going to go for it. Oh, and you told me a story about iceiceice, why he's called like that. I didn't even know that. Can you,
I
you know,
didn't know
explain that?
I wonder if the viewers knew that. I was having a
Please
shower
explain
thought this morning that iceiceice.
And you were thinking about iceiceice.
I was, as
Okay.
you do in the shower. And iceiceice, it means ice cube, doesn't it? Ice times ice times
Dire's
ice is
bottom
ice
tower
cube.
is under
Ice
attack.
cube. I thought that was very smart. Smart man. And I was just like, wow. One of those
No,
moments
I was
in
blown
life.
away when he told me the
Yeah,
story. That's why I'm not
iceiceice
reacting. I
is
can't really.
ice cube.
I can't fake my reaction.
Dire
That's why I
are
was just
scanning
silent, because
now.
I can't be blown away twice by this fact.
Well, I feel like we've all learned something today. Chat might as well. Acute, by the way, is when you
Radiant's
time something
top
right
tower
side by side.
is
Just
under
in case
attack.
any of you haven't done maths.
Dire's
It's a very
bottom
complex,
tower is under attack.
mathematic. Yeah, it's ice.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Ice. Oh, he's in a bit of a spot there. Here's the setup set. XinQ. They get this nice angle, and in fact, he's under the tower as well. Ice.
They are controlling him.
Pretty
Cast
dead
upon
here.
the tides.
Poor dear.
So EG, they lost so much advantage,
They lost
and
the
they
fight,
gave PSG.LGD
Yeah.
ability to come back
Dire's
to
middle
this game.
tower is
Ame,
under
he has a
attack.
bottle from Nothing to Say. Double damage, still up and running for about 15 seconds. Exorcism pop. Ame deeping top. They're just out. They feel,
Dire's
you know,
middle tower
we're
is
fine
under
with this.
attack.
Like, we have Phantom Assassin. It's a super strong late game. He's going for Sanj on PA.
Pretty much that, as you do on every single carry.
Yeah,
it's
just get the
meta.
casual Sanj.
Yep.
Come and fight me.
Never a bad item to pick up a build. All the top teams in the world do this on. Most of the heroes don't even have to be a strength hero. Nice in the build up.
The
Oh.
dusk is always
Fly.
ready.
Gotta run. Iceiceice coming in. Cute. Oh. The round come out of the beacon. Gets immediately there from Arme. Arme got the ball down. He's going to the beacon. He's going to roll down. Maybe up. There they are. Arme takes down Arteezy. Overwatch pretty good. Beginning from Arme now. Coming on in. Arme to take. Arme another crit. Another crit.
Cleaning up.
Triple kill. Just flying Abed. The last two left to life. They've got to run. Arme's going to look to get back in the dagger. Flying over towards Abed. Abed over to the tree line with the dissimilate. PSG.LGD, they're going to continue to chase. What's he got left? Dagger in. More to the side. Missiles on his way over. Abed's going to get stuck.
Give him the rampage.
Give him the godlike.
No, it was not enough, man. That crit, like, he was so fast with the BKB. Dodged the Ravage, got 2 crits. On the Alchemist,
Yeah.
I think it's
Dire's
a mistake
top tower
for
is under
Alchemist to
attack.
buy Hyperstone instead of
Dire's
Plate Mail there,
structures are
because
Oh, we did. That is a
yeah,
bit
like
greedy.
it's
Yeah.
super greedy, especially, you know, because Phantom Assassin has that, so they have the
Dire's
minus
top tower
armor.
is under attack.
BKB
Dire's
on.
top tower
Perfect
has
reaction
fallen.
to the Ravage of iceiceice. Excellent
Perfect
play
crits.
from Fabian. Brilliant roar, just locks down Arteezy for a good duration of the BKB.
And look at how much they helped him. Like, they used the healing salve, they're just healing him up. I believe there was also a Spirit's Vessel coming up from the Pangolier. So he's kind of full HP, fight ready. Roshan, respawn, they have the vision with the Hawk inside the pit, plus the Solar Crest. So this is gonna hurt. Like, I love Fates Beyond itemization of this one. Like, no shenanigans, I'll get the Necro Book, I'll get the Solar Crest, just to amplify the amount of damage that my carry is doing.
Roshan has fallen into the ring.
Just, and she's been held onto now by I'm able to see if pass the cheese over to potentially
Nope.
nothing to say.
Cheese is mine.
Illusion.
You know, how do they kill him in these fights? This evasion, Blur is just doing so much. I mean, Arteezy there is going to. Does he have to build an MKB in his build this game to be able to carry
Yeah,
that game?
they don't have enough. Like, they can't deal with him, so it's an
Dire's
item that
middle
Alpha
tower
does not
is
want to
under
buy,
attack.
but might be forced to buy it here. Either that, or you might like try to get a Bloodthorn, but then you don't, have it for BKB. They just slowed it down so much.
Dire's middle tower is
Fights
under
that he
attack.
used to take that couldn't kill Arme. Just done so much for Arme. So Arme level 20 and only just behind that of what has been for the most part a free farming Alchemist. Arme closing the gap. Arteezy, AC, it's 100 gold away. Will have the AC up and running for the next fight. A little bit of protection to himself and his teammates from this high burst physical damage that Arme is jumping in with.
They need some kind of armor. Tidehunter building into Solar Crest. I like it. Try to tank up, give it to your Alchemist. Keeper of
Dire's
the Light,
middle tower
defending
is under
himself with a
attack.
possible Ghost Scepter. Fred also wants to get a Solar Crest.
Dire's middle tower has
But
fallen.
since you have like 2,000 gold, you're probably just gonna get a Blink Dagger anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sweep over towards the top one. Right there at the moment. Targets. It's out as well. Way done on Abed. Linking down Chris. Chris going to have a better
Dire
chance
are
of
scanning.
getting in with the saves. Very important. Try and buy some time for the heroes that are getting jumped upon by Arme.
Nothing to say. Just thinking about getting the Shiva's Guard. Now has Lotus Orb queued up. I also wouldn't mind him like getting Eon Disc just to be able to have something against that like first jump. They can potentially burst him, as we've seen in the previous fight. You know, with the Alchemist and the Tidehunter.
He just blinks in. And Arme's just going to turn straight towards him. Will be forced to safety by a flying machine. He's going to come in with a rolling thunder. iceiceice still left up on the high ground. The Remnant will grab Arme momentarily. He's going to pop the Ravage, but he's going to die. EG cannot fight around this. They've got to bail.
There's no follow-up. Like, nothing to say. Used BKB prematurely. This is why I said, you know, the Tidehunter
Dire's
doesn't
bottom
feel
tower
comfortable
is under
playing into
attack.
Dead Prophet, especially if Dead Prophet just itemizes into second item BKB, which I really like. And they're not stopping. Like, they're just gonna
Dire's
go.
bottom tower
Status
has
resistance
fallen.
item done on Phantom Assassin,
Dire's
SNY
bottom
plus
tower is
Nesso,
under
level
attack.
20, -3 armor.
Dire's
Just so
structures
much
are
minus armor. He also has Fan of
Radiant's
Knives,
middle
which I
tower is
just
fallen.
noticed, so he can break the Tidehunter.
Dire's bottom
Just picks it
tower
up
is
there.
under attack.
For that last fight.
Radiant's
Jumps in
middle
on
tower
BKB.
is under
Arteezy
attack.
trying to come in, but now he's got to run. The chase from Arme jumps in. He's going to back off. Doesn't want to dive too deep past the tower.
Many thanks.
This is actually a really good shard upgrade. You know, damage type is pure, 12% of max HP, so like everyone's super
Dire's
tanky,
bottom
plus
tower is under
you apply
attack.
the break. This is some old stuff from Dota 1 days. What was, yeah, you don't know. You don't know. I was trying to ask my co-caster
Before I was
about the
born.
name, about the name that Phantom Assassin had in Dota 1.
Oh, I know the answer to that one.
You know? Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. I forgot.
It was Bob.
Bob, yeah, Bobby. Well,
Bob.
Bobby. Good old Bobberino.
Bob's Blur. You know, Bob's Blade. Abilities. Very intimate.
Can we evade it?
Watch
Yes,
out
we
for
can.
Bob.
Clavision.
Oh, chat knows. It's Mortred. Yeah. Thank you, chat.
They're very ancient.
Your anger is useless.
Been around for a long time, chat, you know. They were playing DotA before it even was.
Yeah, they know all the secrets. They know all the names.
For Arme, I mean, how do they kill this PA? How on earth they do? I feel that until there's an MKB, or maybe with the Rapier queued up, he needs the Rapier.
Yeah, this is like true strike. Okay,
you gotta go.
It's all in.
Yeah.
They understand that the game is getting out of control. They're not farming much. They see, you know, this lineup is gonna scale. Like, they have so many stuff. You have Phantom Assassin, you have Death Prophet, like Beastmaster's also heavy right clicker, a Pangolier. This Pango, XinQ Pango, we don't talk too much about it, but he has pretty much the same amount of farm as iceiceice at the moment.
No, Arteezy has to do. Without a Rapier, they are never killing Arme. The only route could allow EG to turn things around. They get that jump, any sort of initiate. If they're able to get the Ravage and the Arteezy with the follow-up concoction, the Rapier should be enough lockdown to beat through this PA. With any other sort of build, it's just never getting done. Arme's going to live every time.
DP with the casual AC. Okay, not too bad. Just tanked up the whole team pretty much.
I like it.
I'm wondering what he's going to drop, because he has a Blink Dagger if he needs that to initiate. Can't.
Dire's top tower is
maybe
under
if they
attack.
find possibly like spider legs.
Oh, what, for Arteezy?
Yeah, and then he can drop the phase boots.
I guess that's the dream for him. Yeah, so he can free up another slot.
How many tier 3 items do they got? They found
The dusk is always ready
Ceremonial
for a
Robe.
fight.
They found
No, they found them all.
Quickening
Radiant's
Charm.
bottom
There's not
tower
going to
is
be any
under
spider
attack.
legs today for him. They've already found the 3. No, sorry, yeah, they've found. No, you're right. Yeah, they've found 3. Still one to be found. So they need the RNG needs to be good for EG. I think you're absolutely right. They're definitely hoping for a spider legs for that 4th drop from the.
Because he wants to kill, like he wants to have the cleave,
And
he
it
wants
is
to
a-
have statuses as
It's a quickening charm. So no spider legs for Arteezy this game. He's going to have to just work with the 6 slots that he's been given. I know if he can eventually get that blink upgraded to a swift blink, then the phase boots are less necessary because he's still going to be able to get the jump and have a chance to chase.
Wait for tier 4 items. Maybe you get
Let us
the
fight.
one that also gives you move speed, the flicker. My brain stopped working for a second.
Satanic done on. Oh man, of course that's dream.
Oh, they
combo.
still had one.
Wait,
I
they
have
still have
Paladin Sword. All right, he'll
Am I
take
lost?
that.
Wait, what? I swear.
Divine Rapier.
I don't know what I was looking
Drop.
at
So yeah, he needs to get rid of the phase boots. I think neutral items are fun.
there. Yeah.
XinQ.
Oh no,
I didn't
Anyway,
realize
time to stop.
we had started.
Jump onto XinQ.
Your benefit.
Now the moves of each.
They still don't know. They still don't know that he has a Divine Rapier. Smoke for another 5-6 seconds.
Yeah.
Next Roche may respawn in 15.
For Arteezy. Ideally, they want to get that done before they really try and commit with the Rapier in a fight. They certainly may just be forced to fight sooner.
Fate Beyond has a shard upgrade. That's one of the best shards for sure. Where it's not about that, you know, damage or stun. Even though I've seen Fate Beyond do some amazing things. Once he can control the Hawk, it's about being able to move the Hawk and just control vision. It's like, it's just so good. Imagine having Invis Observer Ward that you can control. It's like having Techie's Mind move around the map pretty much.
The dusk is always ready
The
for a
smoke up from
fight.
EG. they're going to walk into a blast, going to give the chance to the BKB to come off in for Arme. Arteezy trying to stay on target, has the Rapier, but with the Satanic Arme, he's back up to full HP. Jumps over the wall, the Ravage comes out, the BKB comes in, and Arteezy's in, and he's taken Arme down. iceiceice perfectly off the Ravage, waiting for the BKB to end, get the kill. See Arme getting caught with the combo on the high ground, Arteezy needs help, they're in on top of it, Crane comes in with the snowball save, buyback
Blink
from the
ready.
Arme, and iceiceice, they're on their way back over Arteezy. He needs help, but he needs it now, but he goes down. Arme will be able to recover the Rapier. Can he get it back to safety? Jump in the air. Still step ready, still to simulate. Abed's
He
gonna
has
run.
it.
He's got
Abed
to save
has
it.
it.
Abed's
Radiant's
gonna get that
bottom
back to
tower
base.
is under attack.
He's running. PSG.LGD, they're trying to chase, but Abed will manage to save the rapier.
Yeah, 2 buybacks just to secure that rapier. Roshan just respawned. He had enough. Maybe he got hit by
Dire
something,
are
but
scanning.
Snowball, Blink Dagger was available. I don't think it would matter that much because still Chemical Rage was not ready. Ame gone for 40 seconds. That was such a clutch Ravage though, coming out from iceiceice. Perfectly timed pretty much. BKB done. They get him.
Precious bounty.
Managed to able
Look
to
at this
kill him.
again. No, they commit, of course. Live steal the Satanic is going to do wonders. Army straight back up to full, but just as the BKB ends, and literally, he pretty much cast it when the BKB is going, knowing that it's going to end by the time the tentacles reach out and grab him, even though it's right next to him. iceiceice presses it perfectly, but PSG.LGD still able to come in with the stronger fight. As soon as BKB's down on Arteezy, he's vulnerable. Crit tries his best, but it's just too much. Goes south, Arteezy just melts.
Yeah, it's just too much damage. That Prophet standing on top of you with the AC. Roshan still not dead. They're waiting for Ahmed to respawn because he does not have buyback.
Full lineup of BG back into play, but no Ravage for 50 seconds. He'll make his way back over. Rapier picks back up. There we go. Roshan to be taken very, very quickly here by PSG.LGD. Is there going to be any chance of getting this on quick shot? One step's already gone. Ahmed just turns towards Crit. 600 damage. Crit's gone out again. Ahmed, does see the ball. Crit's there. Arteezy's down. As they're about to kill him off. Separating it. It's over with Rapier gone. GG is full. As game 2 will be taken by PSG.LGD as Ahmed's PA just pops up.
They know once he drops, they just don't have enough damage. They had such a huge lead. It was around 10,000. He was staying almost a double net worth of Ame. They got caught once. Pretty much that's all it took. They caught